Have this escort rally car project in. Someone had it for a couple of years and was building it as a rally car, and I think they lost interest and sold it on. So the new customer that bought it has given it to me to just finish off a few things. A lot of it's actually done, it's more just finishing off certain areas that haven't been finished. So in the boot here, this isn't finished, I need to finish that. That boot floor is a different boot floor. Actually, I think that's the original boot floor. I think that panel at the back is new, so it's not attached to the boot floor. I don't know what the story is here with this arch. I have to fix that. Also, there's a gap in the arch. The arch on this side has been cut out and it's been tubbed, big tubs like that, but it's not finished properly, so I'm going to have to finish that. This is all going to have to be blanked off, but there's a kit for that. Just buy it and put it in. This is all cut here. I don't know why that's cut. I have to re-weld that back up again. I think maybe the backs of these turrets weren't welded properly and someone cut it to weld it. The engine bay of the car looks pretty okay. I don't think I've actually anything to do in the engine bay. Just sort of the back more than anything. The original arch is still on this side. I actually think that's a new quarter panel. Most of the panels are new in this car, but so I'm going to have to cut that arch off. Bigger pig's head, tunnel and link boxes have been fitted, so I don't think I've anything to do with them. Some other stuff I have to do is, like, it's not finished down here, so I'm going to tidy that up. Don't know why it's missing a piece. And the tub isn't extended out past the quarter panel, so that tub should have went out past the quarter panel and then cut it all and weld it together. But now there's a gap. Show me a torch in here. There's a gap, so I'm going to have to fill that gap in, cut the arch off and like bridge it. I have to do that on both sides, so a little bit of tricky work like that. The car's got a new roof at some stage, and there's like a little spot missing here from the roof skin. Don't know why that's missing, so sort that out. And some other stuff along the way, but I think I'm going to start on the arches first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start on this arch here, all this bit here. I'm going to take that off and redo all that. I got this bit of metal and just put creases along the side here so it would hold its shape, hold the curve, so the curve matches the inside of the arch here. I'm going to tack this on here, so when I sit this in, like that, put 2 or 3 tacks in this, that'll hold that there, and then I have this triangle here to sort out the quarter panel. So this comes all the way down here and actually folds in here. So I have something to finish up against. This is going to all get cut off in the end. All this is going to get chopped off. That's just to hold it so it doesn't bend or anything. But it actually matches the curve of the tub. This inner bit of this pocket here That's going to be repair for that. Sit in there like that. I have that bit in place and welded in. This is still just tacked there, so I have to get this. I have to get this bit in. Now I'm going to try weld that along and grind it back so you don't see the seam here. It is going to be covered by the arch, but just barely covered by the arch. So that's roughly going to go there. There's a small crease here. I'm going to need a bigger fold here and then return back like this. So I'm going to try to do this in one bit. Right, what I'm going to do is take this back off and then I can dolly these as I'm welding. I can sort of flatten them out because in a weld they're going to shrink and warp them. So when you weld it, there's a big hole there now, big massive dip. But then when I cool it, sort of high here, it's a little bit low just here now. So I haven't really done anything up here, there's a big massive low there. But here, it's pretty okay. Again, that's going to be all behind the arch. So that all welded in, this bit's all welded in. So that whole quarter panel pocket area is fixed-ish. So I'm going to put this back in here now and weld it up completely. Going to go in there like that. I'll fold these down, that around to trim all this off. The next thing I have to do is trim all this back. There's about 25 mil, 30 mil here, back nearly nothing here of this quarter panel that's bigger than the tub. That has to come out and it has to be flush because if you have big white wheels here, the wheel goes up into the tub, it will grip onto this and buckle your quarter panel. So that all has to be taken out. So I don't know if you can see that. We'll put that in there. So this strip the whole way along has to come off, and then there's going to be a gap between the quarter panel and the tub itself. I'm going to have to just push, see the gap's bigger in places, so I'm going to have to put a strip, say that wide, from here all the way up to here somewhere. On this side you can see the tub comes out and nearly meets the quarter panel skin, but I'm going to have to cut all that off and then weld the strip in to fill in that gap. When I was getting all this ready to weld on the strip along here, I noticed there's a rusty patch in here along this chassis leg. So I think what I'll do when I'm waiting on the paint to dry is I'm going to cut this bit out here and weld in a new patch in here. I think there was actually a weld in there before that was welded and the weld had gone rusty again. It's not too bad, but I think what I'll do is I'll just treat everything in there and I'm just going to weld the plate back in and drill holes in the plate and tie all that back together.